In summary, we use column charts and bar charts to compare values of different categories. We use column charts ideally for fewer categories, while we use bar charts if the category names are long texts. Some of the best practices that we have learned: first, we need to always add labels for easier reference, and avoid using too many colors, or at least try to put color emphasis on your insights. In creating charts in Excel, we will utilize the Insert tab here and the list of charts here. There are templates where you can select depending on your data, and there are also recommended charts prepared for you. The first thing that we will take a look at is the column chart. It is used to compare different values of different categories. This is the data set that we will use, the industry list with 2019 revenue. To create column chart, you have to select the entire data set first, and then select the template here, which is column chart here. And it's as simple as that. We have just created the column chart for the 2019 revenue of each industry. Now, let's take a look at the parts of the chart. So this is the chart title, and these are your axes. This is the y-axis, where we can see the actual values, and these are your categories. You can change the chart elements here. There is a button here where you can select which elements you want to show or hide in your chart. For example, we have here the axis button. If I uncheck this, the axis will be gone. You can also select primary horizontal axis and primary vertical axis over here. We can also try to put titles on our axis. So we can select this and unselect it as well. Once you have shown the axis title, you can edit it by clicking your text box over here and update the title. We can also select or unselect the entire chart title. So you can also update your chart title here by clicking the text box and format your title or change the text. There is also an element for data labels. This is extremely important because this gives us the actual value on the onset of our chart. So you can select this, and then it will show the actual value over here. You can update the placement or the font or the format generally of your data labels by clicking the arrow here and try to format the placement here, or you can select the entire formatting over here. There's also an option to add data table, which gives you the label at the bottom of each chart in a table format over here. If you have added the data labels here, it is okay not to put the data table here because it will be just a redundant information. We can also try to remove the grid lines. Grid lines are what you see at the back of the visual itself. By default, grid lines are gray, and we can format which axis we would like to put grids on. Legends are also important elements of our chart because it helps us identify which category is this color or this bar is for. So in this case, we only have one category, which is 2019 revenue, and we know that it's blue, and that's why our legend here is only one. So you can also format your legends here by clicking this format button here, and then more options, and do the formatting here. That's how we do column chart. Now we try to do another form of chart, which is the bar chart. In terms of function, there's not much difference between column chart and bar chart. Bar chart is just more preferred when our category names are longer in text form. The way we create bar chart is the same. We have to select the entire dataset, click insert, and then select bar chart here. Bar chart is the horizontal version of your column chart. So we also have the same elements, the axis, category labels, chart title, grid, and the way that we update each element would be the same. So we will also use this button, the chart element button, to update things here. We can also format the entire chart using this chart style because there are other chart templates over here where we can select the formatting. We can also change the color palette of our categories over here. We can also update our charts using the buttons here. So we also have the chart element button here. We can change the layouts here, change colors, and change the style over here. Well, we have the liberty to change the colors of our charts using the formatting buttons. Always try to not use so many colors in your chart, and as much as possible, if in case you have various categories, try to use the same colors for each categories for easier comparison.